If your PC takes forever to boot, or Task Manager shows your CPU sitting at 15 to 20% doing absolutely nothing, the problem is almost never one big thing. It's usually dozens of small background programs, scheduled tasks, and services all fighting for the same resources before you've even opened a game. Today, I'm showing you how to find and shut down exactly the ones that don't matter using two free tools, Autoruns and Power Run. By the end of this, your boot time and background CPU usage should both drop without breaking anything you actually need. Quick disclaimer before we start. Results depend on your specific setup. Not every entry I disable will exist on your PC, and not every disable will give you the same gain. Go slow, follow the safety steps, and you'll be fine. Autoruns, made by Microsoft, gives you the most complete list you'll ever see of everything that launches with Windows. Startup programs, scheduled tasks, services, browser extensions, drivers, all of it. The problem is a lot of the deepest system entries are locked behind trusted installer-level permissions, which even an administrator account can't touch directly. That's where Power Run comes in. It launches Autoruns with those elevated permissions, so nothing is hidden from you. Used together, you get full visibility and full control.
Before touching anything, create a system restore point. This takes 2 minutes, and it's your undo button if something goes wrong. Search Create a Restore Point in the Start menu. Hit Create and give it a name you'll recognize. Don't skip this step. Some of what we're disabling today lives close to core system functions. Download Autoruns from Microsoft's official sysinternals page and Power Run from its official source. Both are free, both are legitimate. No bundled installers or bloatware to worry about. Extract both zip files into an easy-to-find folder. You don't need to install either one. They run directly as executables. Here's the key step, and it's the one people usually rush past without realizing how much it matters. Drag autoruns.exe and drop it directly onto powerrun.exe. Don't just launch Autoruns on its own and think you're done. That gives you a limited, filtered view of what's actually running on your system. Dragging it onto Power Run instead launches Autoruns with full system-level privileges, going well beyond standard administrator rights, which is what lets it see and touch the deeper entries that are normally locked away from view. Once it opens, head straight to the Options menu at the top of the window and make sure Hide Windows Entries is unchecked. This step is easy to skip past, but if you leave it checked, a huge chunk of what we're about to go through together simply won't show up on your screen at all. So take a second here before moving on. Start with the Logon tab. This shows everything that launches the moment you sign into Windows. Common, safe to disable entries here. Chrome or Edge launching at startup, you're opening the browser yourself anyway. Security health notifications if you're not relying on Windows Defender's UI, and any other app you open manually most days. One hard rule: never touch anything tied to anti-cheat software. If you play games like Valorant, Riot Vanguard needs its startup entries intact or the game won't launch at all. Same logic applies to any other kernel-level anti-cheat. If you're not 100% sure what an entry does, search the exact name before touching it, or just leave it alone. Move to Scheduled Tasks. These run silently in the background on their own timers, often without you ever noticing. Generally safe to disable Chrome and Edge update tasks you can update manually, Bluetooth-related tasks if you don't use Bluetooth, Customer Experience Improvement Program and Diagnostic Feedback tasks, pure telemetry, no functional benefit to you, and Maps or offline file tasks if you don't use either. Two important exceptions: leave Software Protection Platform alone if you're on a licensed copy of Windows, and if you run overclocking software like MSI Afterburner, keep its scheduler task enabled. That's what reapplies your GPU overclock automatically on boot. Disabling it means starting Afterburner manually every session. This is the tab where you need to slow down the most,
because a wrong disable here doesn't just remove some minor background nicety, it can actually break real functionality you rely on every day. So take your time and don't rush through it just because you're on a roll. Entries that are generally safe to turn off as long as you don't actually use the related feature. Xbox-related services if you're not gaming through the Xbox app or using its overlay. Game DVR and the Game Bar background writer. Bluetooth support if you don't have any Bluetooth devices connected. Remote registry, remote access, the retail demo service, Maps broker if you never use offline maps, and the print spooler if you never print anything from this PC. On the flip side, there are a few services you should keep enabled no matter what, even if you're tempted to disable everything you don't recognize. Anything tied to your anti-cheat software, Riot Vanguard service being a good example, needs to stay running or your game simply won't launch. Software protection, which handles your Windows licensing, should also stay untouched. Same goes for volume shadow copy, since that's what your backup and restore functionality depends on. And be especially careful with the Windows Update Medic service specifically. Disabling that one can quietly break your ability to receive updates going forward, and you might not notice until you actually need one.
This tab is the most sensitive of all four, since these are low-level system drivers, not just background apps. Only make changes here if you're confident about what you're disabling. A few driver types that are commonly safe to review: Bluetooth drivers if you don't use Bluetooth peripherals, Hyper-V virtual machine drivers if you don't run VMs, and legacy floppy disk drivers, which almost nobody's hardware has used in over a decade. If you're unsure about anything else in this tab, skip it. This isn't the place to guess. Disable one entry, restart, and actually use your PC for a few minutes. Open some apps, launch a game, before moving to the next one. You're watching for anything unusual, a device disconnecting on its own, a driver error, or worst case, a failed boot. If something breaks, boot into safe mode, reopen Autoruns through Power Run, and re-enable the specific entry you just changed, or fall back to the system restore point you created at the start.
Once you've gone through everything you're comfortable disabling, do a final restart. Open Task Manager and check your idle CPU usage compared to before. Time your boot from power on to usable desktop. Then jump into a game or your usual workload and see if things feel smoother. Between the numbers and the actual feel, you'll know whether it made a real difference on your specific system.
That's the full process. Autoruns for visibility, Power Run for the elevated access to see everything, a system restore point before you start, careful passes through Logon, scheduled tasks, services, and drivers, always protecting anti-cheat and licensing-related entries, one change at a time, and a real test at the end to confirm it actually helped. Drop a comment with how much your boot time improved and if you found any interesting hidden startup entries I didn't mention. If this helped, subscribe. I've got more optimization guides like this one coming.